Let me tell you a story about karma and the golden rule that forever changed one man's perspective on life. Mr. Jonathan was the epitome of success, the managing director of Gid Light Technology, driving luxury cars, wearing designer suits, and commanding respect wherever he went. But beneath his polished exterior lay a disturbing truth. He harbored a deep prejudice against people with disabilities, treating them with contempt and disgust. One particularly memorable day, a man named Leonard came to his office. Leonard was a brilliant graduate who, despite having to walk with one leg and leap with the other, maintained his dignity and refused to beg for handouts. He had been trying to secure a meeting with Mr. Jonathan for weeks, hoping his qualifications would speak louder than his disability. When Leonard finally managed to get into Mr. Jonathan's office, what followed was nothing short of heartbreaking. Mr. Jonathan didn't even look at Leonard's impressive resume. Instead, he launched into a cruel tirade, listing all the reasons why he would never work with someone like him. He claimed disabled employees would slow down productivity and ruin the company's image. Leonard left that day with his hopes crushed but his dignity intact. Life has a fascinating way of teaching us lessons, though. 3 years later, Mr. Jonathan made a catastrophic error in judgment that cost the company millions. While frantically trying to fix his mistake, he was involved in a devastating car accident. The cruel twist of fate? He lost both his legs, but the story wasn't over. The company's owner, following the same prejudiced logic Mr. Jonathan had once used, decided they couldn't keep a disabled executive in such a high-profile position. The very arguments he had once used against Leonard were now being used against him. Lying in his hospital bed, Mr. Jonathan finally understood the weight of his past actions. He realized how wrong he had been to judge someone's worth based on their physical abilities. The universe had taught him the ultimate lesson. We should treat others the way we would want to be treated, because we never know when we might find ourselves in their shoes. This story reminds us that our actions and attitudes toward others often have a way of coming full circle. Compassion and understanding aren't just moral choices. They're investments in our own future humanity. Because at the end of the day, we're all just one moment away from walking in someone else's shoes. Or perhaps, like Mr. Jonathan, learned not walking at all.
Hey there! You know those moments when a story just hits different? When it feels like someone out there really gets what you're going through? That's exactly what we aim for with every story we share. If our stories have touched your heart, made you smile, or maybe even changed your perspective a little, then we're doing something right. And guess what? There's so much more where that came from. Don't miss out on the daily dose of inspiration, real-life experiences, and stories that matter. Hit that subscribe button and follow us across all our social media channels. Are your moral. Join our growing family of storytellers and story